Hi everyone, let's talk about SoFi, what is going on with SoFi. So, I mean, crazy day in the market, crazy day. The government is shut down, once you know it. Here we go again with Trumpy Wumpy and, his two for two government shutdowns here, and he could care less. And that's okay, whatever, because us as investors, the market is running hot and we're going to play into it. So I just wanted to do a quick little short video here. I try to make these second channel videos a lot tighter and shorter here so I don't just sit here and yap about my feelings. But what I do want to say is that I believe these stocks are about to run again. And now, obviously, today we had some job report stuff come out, and once you know it, job reports are bad. Now, the market obviously about to turn on here, get going again. We had a fantastic day. The first day of October, the market was just S&P all-time high again. Just running hot. Now, the last time the market did this 2 weeks ago, it didn't stop. Like, I think a lot of people, I'm stuttering now. I think a lot of people thought that the market was going to sell off after that. It didn't. It kept running. We had a 4.5 day run in the market thanks to Jerome Powell. He couldn't give us until the rest of the day. He had to talk. But we had that run in the market. And, that was a 4-day cycle. I mean, that was crazy. Technically 5. It depends what you count on time. That could happen again here, either with this government shutdown, depending on how long it takes. But if not, I think when it's really going to come here, when it's going to show up, right now is like this very weird moment in the market. Like, it's just like, oh, the government shut down. Oh, the market's running hot. Oh, we hit all noontime high. Oh, we're in quarterly season. Oh, everything's going crazy again. I think this is the time probably to buy SoFi. I really do. So if there's people out there going like, man, SoFi is selling down. I thought you said this was going back to 30. It is going to 30. I think it's going to 30. I think it's going to 40. I think it's going to crazy numbers here. And why I say that is because what could be coming here in 3 weeks? 3 weeks could look so different from what this market we're looking at right now. And it's almost hard. Put it this way. If someone gave me $1 million right now and they said, hey, at the end of October, do you think the market is going to be running hot or running cold? I am going to say running hot, because obviously I'm putting a huge bet in relying that the Feds are going to give us the second rate cut. So, that's obviously that's a little bit of a more difficult bet, and, relying on Jerome to do that, the Feds. But two, we're going to be deep in quarterlies at that point. So the market could be going hot. I mean, what we just went through here 2 weeks ago could be super cycling back up here at the end of October. So that's why I almost feel bad for people that are so bearish on the market right now. They're like, it's just too much. It's just too much. It's like, you were saying that back in June, and look what happened. I mean, people were saying that back in, when the tariff stuff came in, they're like, well, here it is. Here's the market crash. This is what I told you. The S&P is going back to 55, 50, and 45 probably. We're going back to some, 2018, numbers. Like, I saw comments, people saying that. I was like, well, what? But this market's been different all year, and why would we say, who am I? Who are you? Is anybody to say, no, it's gonna dry up. This is the quarterly. This is the moment where everything dries up. These companies that have been doing unbelievable numbers and revenue and completely changing the course and history of what we know about economics when it comes to companies releasing, revenue and how much revenue they can find, and the increase in the market and valuation of things, and too, that there's more investors in the market than there ever has been in the history of the stock market and mankind. So who are we to say that this is going to dry up right now? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that I do believe that S&P 500 is going to continue to run here at the moment. Now, going in 2026, I don't know what January 1st. I don't know what that's going to look like. Okay, we've got a lot to get through before that. We've got 2 rate cuts supposedly before then. SoFi could be in a super cycle run. This could slingshot. Okay, I know I say this all the time, but you have to understand how true this statement is, what I'm about to say here. What we saw in Robinhood this year, this could take place with SoFi. Okay, Robinhood is stupid valuation right now. I mean, like that stock is like what at $150. What did it hit today? I mean, just like what in the world? I remember I made a video about Robinhood during the summer, and I was like, it's somewhere. I don't know. It was like I don't know, somewhere like June or something. I made a video. I was like, it's gonna go to $100. I received so much hate mail off that I could not tell you how many people are like, you are a moron, you should not be saying this. And now look at this thing. When they released that $1 billion quarterly, things changed over there. Things changed. It just massively changed. Yeah, it was around because it was an $80 stock around that time, and I was like, it's going to $100. It's going to $100. People were talking about it. It was a hot stock at that moment. It's even hotter now. So I mean, the valuation when you look at SoFi and you look at Robinhood, they're pretty much like this on the opposite ends right now, where one's really focusing on this situation and one's focusing on this situation. One's really good with this area and one's really good with this area. So now, you have SoFi, who is undoubtedly undervalued. I mean, SoFi is so undervalued. It's just stupid. It's so stupid. So this is why when I say like SoFi is going to 30, yeah, duh, it's going to 30. Big deal. SoFi, I believe, has so much fuel, rocket fuel, to run to 40, 50, 60, 70 by at least the summer of 2026 here. If we get 2 more rate cuts this year, Jerome is gone in May. What does that tell you? That tells you that, obviously, depending on where the economy is and how things are going, Trump's going to put his guy in there that's going to do more rate cuts. They're already talking about more. Trump wants massive rate cuts, okay? Now, this isn't me saying like, Trump, oh, you're Trump, he's going to save. What I'm saying is that the market is going to get more rate cuts. Being an investor is being a detective. You have got to look into the future of what's coming. You've got to look at what quarterlies may be coming here. SoFi is pushing into this crypto world. I believe that I don't talk about crypto in here a lot, but I am telling you that Genius Act that they signed, crypto here in the future. Crypto right now is going crazy because of what's going on right now with the government, where things are going, bond market, all this stuff. Crypto is going to go even crazier next year, 100%. SoFi is pushing into the crypto bubble 100%. That is going to be a huge staple for them as a bank. A lot of other banks are dabbling in crypto, but they're not taking it serious. They're just not taking it serious. SoFi and Robinhood, this is why I place them together right now. SoFi has achieved the status of bank. They are a bank. They have achieved that. It is working very well. They have found the bread and butter that keeps the money coming in for them, and they are growing it still. But two, this talk of crypto, this is becoming a very, very popular conversation right now amongst people that are wanting to invest in banks that are pushing into crypto. SoFi is in that category right now. So, SoFi going to $30, yeah, I don't think that's a big deal at all. We've already touched 30. We'll go back to 30 here very soon. What I think is coming here is a leapfrog of huge numbers going in 2026 here with SoFi. I believe that's what's coming here. So when people are looking at SoFi right now, I'm like, I don't know, man, it's $25. It's sold off quite a bit. You might be begging to, buy SoFi $25 here in 2-3 weeks. You really might. Once SoFi gets deep into the 30s, this 25, take a picture of it now because you may not see it. This may be the cheapest you may get it. If it goes to 24, consider it a blessing. Anything under 30 right now, I am trying to buy up as much SoFi as I can. I really can. I'm telling you. And two, next year, there's talks. I mean, SoFi could be in the S&P 500 next year. It could be. There's so many more opportunities for this stock to go. I know I sound like a broken record, friends, but I just listen. I'm a psycho with the stock market. I'm a freak. I look in all the stuff. I read about the stuff all day, and I just I want to see people do well in the market. I want to see them do well. I believe the market is such just a genuine, amazing tool for anybody to change their life in. And right now there's so many opportunities for people just to make massive gains in such a short time in the market. Okay, just to talk about Palantir, I mean, there's nothing I can say that I haven't said. Palantir just got they just wrapped up that partnership with Boeing, they're still getting deals. This next quarterly is going to make people's heads spin off. I was excited about Q2. Q3, I start stuttering because I'm so excited about what this quarterly is going to be. I am willing to bet that Palantir here is going to be at least in the high 90s pre Q3 here. Okay, I'm willing to bet. I am willing to bet just off FOMO, off hype, volume from the overall market, the S&P 500 continuing to run up to insane numbers. It is the perfect ingredients. I mean, there's so many things working together right now in the market that Palantir is just going to feed off that. It's going to feed off it 100%. So yeah, to me, when we talk about Palantir going to $200, it's like saying SoFi going to $30. It's like, duh, big deal. I'm really looking at, like, by Q4. At this point, I'm already looking at Q4. I'm like, my God, they just got all these deals in the last 4 or 5 months that we haven't even seen on a quarterly. If they continue to get deals before Q4, my God, what is Q4 going to look like? What is the stock price going to look like? You know, I think everyone's probably, I can't be the only one saying that. You know, there's something very special going on here. And for the person that, you know, I even if you're buying Palantir at like these 180s right now, 3-4 weeks from now, you could still be in profit zone. I think that's the reality of what's coming here. Palantir is supposed to release their quarterlies around like November 11th. It's still not 100%, been said here, but that's the estimate. So, I think wild time. It's a wild time. It's a wild time. Oh my God, friends. I wish all of you the best of luck. I really do mean that. I think there's so many opportunities out there. And, you know, I want this weekend, I want to get back to talking about a lot more random stocks that I haven't talked about in a minute. And, you know, I've been making a list of just like comments. I've seen people talk about this video, that video, and I'm really going to try, or talk about this stock, that stock. I'm really going to try to, I promise. I've just been so focused on these stocks that I hold, these stocks that I'm watching and reading about what's going on and trying to really see what's coming here. Because I'm going to be honest, you know, Palantir's getting to a spot where I'm like, I don't know that I'm going to buy it past $200. I just don't know. That's even a little too much for me. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't think that's going to run past $200. It just means like, I think I might call it unless something massive happens. I mean, unless they got like a $8 billion deal for 1.5 years. I don't know, something ridiculous. But, you know, I might cool it after that. So, friends, take care of yourself. I will talk to you soon. And thank you so much for listening to me just yap about my thoughts. Bye, everyone.